We are an endangered species, you and me. We, fans of speed, we devotees of power. Yet there is hope. There is a haven. A place that celebrates speed, grip, gears, and fun. And it's all here for you to explore.
The Forza Motorsport series has become one of gaming's most expansive celebrations of the automobile, going beyond driving to include a community of artists and videographers. Though much of the spotlight has been focused on the game's new Connect features, does Forza Motorsport 4 have enough improvements to satisfy serious driving fans as well? It will be a long time before you run out of things to do in Forza 4. The dynamic World Tour takes you from track to track, offering choices of events tailored to your cars and habits. You can go from driving Beetles to Lamborghinis in just a few days, but this custom approach leaves hundreds of races to come back to. Sometimes you'll get a break from the norm to weave between barrels and autocross events, topple bowling pins, or dodge traffic in harrowing one-on-one battles. You'll get to choose a new gift car every time your driver levels up, and free vehicles come often enough to keep up with career progression. As a result, you don't have to waste money on a beater to win one race, and you even continue to earn experience online. A separate affinity level increases with your loyalty to car manufacturers, eventually netting you free upgrades for those brands and increasing cash bonuses. You're also able to import save data from Forza 3, starting you with extra cash and gift cards based on your progress in the previous game.
Right now, I think it's the greatest car in the world.
Forza 4's showroom has 500 cars from over 80 manufacturers, including an increased number of classic muscle cars. Unfortunately, for the first time in the series, Porsche is not a part of that roster due to licensing issues. As always, you can go deep under the hood, upgrade and tune cars, and paint them with complex liveries, plus vinyls you created in Forza 3 carry over, so you don't have to recreate designs from scratch. Of the 26 track locations, most carry over from previous games, but there are new additions such as the Infineon Raceway and its many permutations, the Hockenheim Ring, and a gorgeous fictional course set in the Bernese Alps. In addition to setting hot lap times, Forza 4 makes leaderboard competition more meaningful with its new Rivals mode. Specialized events let you test your skills in drifting and autocross, take up challenges concocted by the crew at Top Gear, or participate in limited monthly competitions. In each of these events, you're assigned a rival who scores close to you on the leaderboard, netting you a bounty if you surpass them, and a new rival in line, encouraging you to climb through the ranks. You can also set rivals manually to make a run at players with higher bounties, or duke it out against friends. Forza 4's most publicized new feature, Auto Vista, gives you a chance to drool over some of the game's hottest cars. Exquisitely detailed models let you open the hood, look at the engine, sit in the driver's seat, and learn about the car's features and history through info nodes and commentary from Top Gear's Jeremy Clarkson.
If you wanted to win at Le Mans at the end of the 1950s, you needed to be driving one of these.
This special treatment has only been given to about 25 cars, and to examine all of them, you'll have to complete basic challenges first. Thorough players can also unlock an old Bentley and the Halo Warthog, although the futuristic vehicle can't be taken for a drive. Multiplayer in Forza 4 supports up to 16 players in a variety of race types. You can set up multi-class races with 2 groups racing on the same track, or go for a half-hour mountain excursion with friends. Playground modes let you take a break from driving with games of tag, a virus mode with one team infecting the other, and frantic games of cat and mouse with teams coordinating offensive and defensive tactics as slower cars head for the finish line. Extensive community features like the storefront and auction house return in a more cohesive form, giving you space to share your work, make money, and download creations from people more talented than you could ever hope to be. You can now form official clubs to compete with other groups and share cars in a common garage, giving your club a pool of great vehicles, letting everyone in the group benefit from advanced players, painters, and tuners. The handling in Forza Motorsport 4 is a huge step up from its predecessor, giving you an unprecedented level of control and feel for the car. Subtle feedback in controls, rumble, audio, and camera movement all work together to let you know exactly what's happening, providing a much better sense of when you're losing grip or your brakes are close to locking up. This in turn provides an improved appreciation for the subtle differences between cars and setups, whether you're behind the wheel of a nimble hatchback or managing the beefy swing of an old muscle car. As in previous games, Forza 4 has a number of assists to keep casual players and newcomers from feeling intimidated, but incentivizes you to turn these off by giving percentage increases to your earnings in each race. Two new difficulty options have serious drivers in mind, allowing you to turn off the ability to rewind after making a mistake, and enabling simulation steering for more precise controller input. The game also encourages better driving through micro-rewards called race feats, rating turns, passes, and more, giving you additional credits for every perfect rating. You can also set your car to take damage, causing impacts to have consequences on steering and engine performance, rendering your vehicle useless in extreme cases. Fuel and tire wear are also accounted for, but most races are too short for those factors to come into play. The AI in Forza 4 is lively, responsive, and at times aggressive, actively passing each other and scraping paint. If you keep close on drivers' tails, they can buckle under the pressure and go off course. Unfortunately, they simply can't keep up, and the game doesn't allow players to change AI difficulty in the career. The difficulty is supposed to adapt to your behavior, but experienced drivers won't find much competition until the second half of the career. The big push since the reveal of Forza 4 is Kinect compatibility, which is just a sideshow for those who already own the device, not a reason to go out and buy one. There's some novelty in AutoVista's interface as you open doors and lean in for a closer look, but it's offset by awkward moments and works just as well with a controller. While driving, there are enough assists to make steering with empty hands feel somewhat natural, but you have absolutely no control over acceleration and braking. Supplemental applications let you issue voice commands to navigate menus and track subtle head movements, so you can glance at your mirrors, but these are minor perks at best. Missing from Forza 4 are varied conditions. There's no racing in dirt, no weather aside from variations in track temperature, and no night races. Considering that more and more racing games are including these elements, these omissions are all the more conspicuous. Car games are always pushing toward realism, and Forza 4 inches ever closer to that goal, with intricately detailed racing models for all 500 of its cars, with smooth shading, image-based lighting, and reflection techniques that really let them shine. The handful of AutoVista models go a level beyond that, with fully detailed engines and small touches like dials and labels. Damage to these beauties isn't quite as convincing. Crumpled bumpers and scratched paint appear roughly at the point of impact, but the scratches look like smeared paint in close replay angles. While there are some gorgeous locations like the Bernese Alps, the backgrounds aren't as impressive as the cars, and you can still spot flat trees from time to time. However, the game's performance is silky smooth, even in split screen. It's clear a lot of care was taken to getting the engine sounds just right. Whether you're listening to the growl of a Plymouth Cuda, the eerie near silence of a Prius, or the high-pitched whir of a Peugeot racing machine, the individuality of each vehicle is evident. While marketing teams reveled in the game's most casual features, Forza Motorsport 4 has gone not only broader, but much deeper as well. The glossy exteriors are truly matched by a beast under the hood, and while it isn't the end-all be-all of racing games, it's the best at what it does.